A lot of Islam is very simple and straightforward, but extremely hard to do. The issue is that many people have made Islam into, oh, let's look at all these complex ways that we can do things. And actually, all those complex things are really easy. But Islam is essentially simple and hard. So the simple, straightforward answer is it's a choice. You just can choose. You can right now, while you're listening, choose like, oh my gosh, I'm going to think of Allah as merciful and loving. I'm going to make that choice. Now, the hard part is, how do I maintain that choice every moment, every day, when I don't get the job, when a flat tire comes, when whatever, all of these, quote unquote obstacles seem to be appearing. How do I maintain that choice that Allah is loving and merciful and that He's on my side? And so what really supported me on that journey was to remember the truth. And the truth is that Allah is supporting everyone. Always, all the time. Like He is a giving, generous, merciful God. Kafirs, non-believers, everyone is being sustained and supported by Allah. Their risk, their heartbeat, all of it, Allah is providing for them. So Allah is providing for you regardless. Right now, He's already providing for you. Then the other thing was when I think back to the story of Iblis, right? Iblis was the jinn, shaitan, that before he became the shaitan, right? Iblis was the jinn who was such a good worshiper of Allah that Allah elevated him up to be with the angels. So he's up there with the angels, right? And now, Allah creates Adam, creates man, and tells everyone to prostrate. All the angels have no choice. They prostrate. Iblis has free will. He has a choice. He doesn't, right? We all know this story. He doesn't prostrate. And it's not like Iblis doesn't know Allah, doesn't believe in Allah. Iblis knows that Allah is the creator. He's right there with him. He believes in Allah. He's been worshiping Allah. So it's not about a lack of faith or belief. It's just, the arrogance, the pride, the feeling like, well, I'm made out of smokeless fire. That's so much better than clay. But then what does Iblis, when Allah says, all right, you're disobeying me, that is your free will to be able to do that, but you have to leave here. You can't be up here. Up here is for everyone who is obeying me. So you have to leave. And what does Iblis do? Iblis says, oh Allah, I have a dua. I have a request.
I
have a prayer. He doesn't say, oh, I'm poor and I'm so ashamed. I'm so bad. Like, oh, I've been cast out. He says, I know that Allah is all merciful, all loving, all giving, all generous. And I have a request. And with full confidence, right? He's like, I've got a request and I think you'll grant it to me. And Allah's like, okay, what's your request? I want to live, to be able to tempt man and whatever. And Allah's like, all right, your request is granted. So whatever you have done has not been to the level of what Iblis has done. And there is Iblis in front of Allah making dua, asking God for what he wants. And even what he wants is like, malicious. And he knows of Allah. So to have that faith that like whatever you have done, it is okay. If you are still here breathing, that means that you have another opportunity to turn back to Allah, to turn back, to ask for forgiveness and to ask for what you want. So the mindset, that shift in thinking of I am not worthy, or who am I to ask, or I'm not one of the lucky ones, or you don't know what I've done. It is not true. Allah knows everything. It is still okay. And the story of Iblis really can give you that sense of you don't need to be ashamed to ask Allah. Dua is such an important part of our faith, and Allah commands us to make dua. And the reason why dua is so powerful and why it's so beloved to Allah is twofold. The first is that it shows that you have no power. When you're asking someone for help, right? If you're just asking a friend for help, it shows that you're weak on your own, that you need some support. So when you're making dua to Allah, it's affirming that I have little power. I need support. I can't do this by myself. And then the second piece is that it acknowledges that Allah can. Allah is all powerful. Allah has capacity for anything. So he's the one who can. So that's why Allah loves it, because it affirms those two things. It affirms your own weakness and it affirms Allah's might.